Welcome back to Grizz Vision. My name is Neil Rule here with Coach Kampe after the second round of the Cayman Islands Classic down here in the Cayman Islands. Golden Grizzlies 74-69 win over Loyola Marymount. And Camp, that is a big win for the program. That's a big win for the Horizon League as well. That's a big time win.
Beat a team that last year beat Gonzaga, and they beat St. Mary's, and they're picked pretty high in that league this year. They came in averaging 83 points a game. We held them to 69, and if the world didn't fall in on us in the last 2 minutes of that game, they would have been in the 50s probably. We defended. They were a top 3-point shooting team in the country. We held them to 31%. We held them to 36 or 7% in the game. We really defended them. We did some great stuff. And I will tell you this, Neil, offensively, there were times in that game we were unbelievable. I mean, that first 10 minutes of the second half, we played with anybody in the country. I mean, we anybody in the country for 10 minutes. Now, unfortunately, the game's 40 minutes, and for about 7 minutes, we could lose to anybody in the country too. But it's a great start. You look at who we've played. And to be 2-3 right now, we got to feel really good about ourselves. The important part of that, Neil, isn't that it's 2-3. Look at the numbers. Look at the analytics of it. Where we've played, who we've played, our margin of victory. We're even. Our field goal percent defense at Ohio State, at Illinois, Drake, Loyola, Bowling Green, those 5 teams, we're giving up 44, 43% from the floor. We're giving up 30% from the 3. We're guarding. And our rebound margin, look at who we played, and our rebound margin is a -1 or 2, So we out-rebounded Loyola today. We out-rebounded Drake yesterday. I mean, we've got all the makings of success when you look at the analytics and the numbers. Now, we know that our point guard play, Rocket really is having a good tournament, and it's so good to see that. We didn't turn it over. We handled the press. Yesterday was the worst day ever returning the ball over. We came back today. I haven't looked at the stat sheet yet. We had 4 at halftime. A couple of our turnovers are offensive fouls and that. So all the analytics of it make me feel good. I'm still nervous. If we can come back tomorrow and get 2 wins in this tournament, like I told you yesterday, we were the 8th seed. If we can come and get a 2nd win in this tournament, you got to feel good about ourselves. I really do. I mean, I know a lot of people weren't feeling too good after that first exhibition game, and I think we're feeling a lot better right now. This is a hell of a win. You said it. It's a hell of a win for Oak. It's also a hell of a win for the Horizon.
Yeah, you'll get many chances to take off the West Coast Conference. I know they play late at night on ESPN, so not a lot of people catch those games. Tomorrow, obviously, you guys will play the winner of Marshall and Florida International. That'll be at 1:30. Kev, you were talking about analytics. The one thing that's really jumped out to me, and I know we're talking more this season than this particular game, but time with the lead in the places we played and the teams that we played. I'd venture a guess we probably have had the lead longer than we've not had the lead in all these games.
I don't even think it's close.
Yeah.
I think the Drake game was probably 50-50. Ohio State was 30-10 minutes-wise. Illinois was about 50-50. Bowling Green, we led the whole game.
Right.
They never took the lead in that game. And then today, we got down about 5 or 6 early, and then, sped up halftime, and we led the last 30 minutes, 25 minutes of the game. So I don't think it's even close time with the lead. Protecting the lead and not going through the lulls on offense. And I'm going to tell you, and maybe I'm pulling this out of the sky, I don't know. I think some of the problems with our lulls on offense is that Blake Lampman's not there, and we're learning how to play without Blake. I was talking to the coach at Drake after our game today, and he was saying, is Lampman coming back? You really need him? Yeah, I'm sitting there looking at, no kidding, we need him. But more importantly, we need him because he's played that zone for 5 years.
Right.
When all these new kids screw up, he's out there telling them, no, go here and, play harder and all the things that leaders do. We miss his leadership. I firmly believe if he's on the floor today that 20-point lead ends up 20. I don't think it, that's how much I trust and believe in him. So whether we get him back or not, there's a good chance we're never going to get him back. Chance we are. We just got to move forward. Hell of a win today.
Last one on this too, Camp. You talked about the zone. It caused Loyola Marymount problems. I mean, they looked uncomfortable. They never got in any kind of offensive rhythm at any point in the basketball game. And I guess Are you surprised it went so well, given the shooters that they have there for Loyola Marymount? I mean, it was a masterclass defensively, I thought.
Yeah, it was pretty good, but the difference between today and yesterday is our offensive turnovers. Drake, who I think is one of the best 25 teams in the country, 30 teams for sure, they struggled against it too. But what they did is they took our turnovers, scored 28 points off our turnovers. You know, they scored 85, so 28 would be 57, right?
Yeah.
Pretty good at math.
Pretty good.
So
better than usual.
I'd already worked it out yesterday,
right.
so I remembered the number.
Cheater.
Right, 57. Drake, 57 points. You know, I mean, they're going to get a few in transition, but we don't turn the ball over 18 times in a game, 11 in the first half. And so, you know, we came back today and we cleaned it up, and they didn't get that, so they had to struggle against the zone. The key yesterday and today, the second half at Ohio State, most of the Illinois game was we didn't give up putbacks. You know, we gave up 6 offensive rebounds in the first 8 minutes today. They got 3 more the rest of the game. Yesterday, that's the key, is we're rebounding, and we got a lot of bodies. Isaiah Jones was phenomenal today, just phenomenal. 7 rebounds, 22 minutes, big rebounds, physical rebounds, getting held and grabbed and still out rebounding people. Isaiah Baru wasn't that good today, but it's going to take some time for him. DQ Cole had a tough day. I expect him to bounce back tomorrow and be great.
All right, thanks for the time, Coach.